Good morning. All right, for today's parkour class, we're going to work on some exercises and some skills that may make a little bit of noise. There's a lot of movement. There might be some impact on the ground. Things like jumping, some handstands, headstands, things like that. We want to make sure that whenever you do the parkour class, that it's okay with your parents if you do those exercises. If you need to go outside to do it, if you can practice some stuff outside, you can pause the video, go outside, practice for the time that we say, come back in and get to the right spot. That'll be fine. But we want to make sure that you and your parents are okay with all the movement that we're doing. All right, so the first thing I want to do today is arms day. We're going to try to work on our upper body and our strength for a lot of the parkour things that we need for upper body. So we're going to start by taking your arms and you're going to circle them forward. Keep them tight, small. You can go as fast as you want, all right? But I just want you to circle your arms just like this for 1 full minute, starting now. Now that we finished that, and we're going to stop, relax, all right? Stretch out your arms, pull your fingers backward just like this. Good, hold it for a couple seconds. Take your other hand, palm up, grab onto your fingers, pull your arms backward. Good, pull it across, put your arm across your chest, pull it up. Good, relax, the other arm up, grab, pull, hold it. Good, shake your arms out. One more time. Good, now we're going to do a couple sets of push-ups, all right? I want you to do 3 sets of 5 or 10 push-ups, whatever you think that you can do. I want to give you a couple options. There's going to be 3 sets. You can do the same regular push-ups every single time. If you want to do one of the harder options, you can try one of those, all right? The first option is going to be to do a regular push-up where your palms are down, your arms are straight, all right? About shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your arms and then push straight back up. Right? If you feel like you want a harder option, something that's a little bit harder, you can do what's called a triangle push-up or a diamond push-up, right? And you're going to put your hands together, even with your chest, right? So wherever your chest is, right, your feet go out, you're going to bring your body down, and then from here, push straight back up. Bring it down, and push straight back up, making sure it goes to your chest, right? If you want it to be harder, to make it more difficult, you can just make sure that your hands go higher, right? So doing one where your head goes to the diamond is a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult than to the chest. So do an option works for well for you, all right? I want you to do a set of 10 push-ups right now. Good. The next option that I want you to do is called micro push-ups. Micro push-ups are really tiny push-ups, right? So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your body really low to the ground and then just try to push up very small. You're just gonna push up just like this, but the whole time making sure that your chest and your belly don't touch the floor, or you don't rest on the floor. If it touches, it's okay, but as you're resting, if you're relaxing and falling down to the ground, it doesn't work, all right? So stay low and just push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. Go. Good. And the last one that I want you to try is called wide push-ups, all right? So your arms are going to be kind of wide. You're going to want to turn your fingers away from your body, and your feet are apart, feet out, slightly apart. Now from here, you're going to try to bend, go as close as you can without touching, and go all the way up and down. Try 10 of those. Go. Good. All right, now, if you just did regular push-ups the whole time, great. If you tried the different options, great if they work for you. That's awesome, thank you for trying that. Each of those different positions works slightly different muscle groups. I'm not gonna go into all the muscle groups right now, but each one does work your muscles differently. And what we're gonna do next, to try to lead into that idea, is we're gonna work on some handstands, right? Handstands are where we stand on our hands, pick your feet up in the air, you stand. Now some of you can do it, please don't do it yet, right? I know some of you can do handstands already, or you think that you can. I want you to go through the steps with me so that you know how to do it the proper way, to make sure we're doing it the same. And if you ever wanna help somebody learn how to do handstands, they can follow along with the same process and learn the way that is necessary to be able to do it, even if you've already learned. So, for 1 minute, I want you to practice the first step of a handstand. The first step of a handstand is that I want you to start with one foot in front of you, one leg behind, and your hands go up straight. All I want you to do is practice leaning forward and picking your leg up in the air. So you're gonna lean forward, just pick one foot up in the air, a little tiny bit. Do not swing your legs over your head. This is not a handstand. All I want you to do is practice getting your foot up in the air. So from here, lift one foot up in the air, keeping it very low to the ground, right? Make sure that as soon as your foot lifts up, it drops down. All right, try that for 1 minute. All right, great. For the second minute, I want you to try doing a very similar thing, but I do want you to try to lift your foot just a little bit higher, all right? Do not put your feet together. That's not where we're at right now. I want you to put your foot in front, put your hands here. You're gonna lift your foot up and then try to lift your foot a little higher. Try to get this leg as straight toward the ceiling as you can without falling. At no point should you fall during these first 2 or even 3 exercises, because we're not trying to balance. We're not trying to hold it. All right, all we're doing is swinging our legs up in the air, and as soon as you start to feel like you can't go any higher without falling, you force your foot down. Catch your balance on purpose. I tell people you put your foot down on purpose because you want later when you start to go, handstands, some people fall too far. They go too far and they fall. They'll fall on their backs or do a back bend out of it if they're lucky. But some people fall on their backs and knock the wind out. What I want you to do is I want you to put your hands up. I want you to force your foot down in the way that makes sense. I stand like this. This is easy and comfortable for me. So if I start to lose my balance, put your foot down on purpose. All right, so practice that going halfway up to your foot for a handstand. 1 minute, go. Great. All right, and the third step, all right, you're gonna go for 1 minute. I want you to practice just bringing your foot up, feet together, again, on purpose. Bring your feet up and putting your foot down on purpose. So I want your hands to go up, your foot to go up, touch, and set down on purpose, right? As soon as your foot touches, whether you're balanced or not, whether you think you can stand there or not, purposely put your foot back down. This skill is gonna teach you later that when we do the full handstand, every time you start to lose your balance, even if you go the wrong way, force your foot down the way that you're comfortable landing so you don't fall on your sides or anything like that. You probably don't have very soft mats at home to practice on. We wanna make sure that you're not falling, all right? So from here, and straight down. Bring up, touch, straight down on purpose. Practice that for 1 minute. great. All right, now that you're back, we have 1 more minute. If you choose to try to stay up as long as possible, all right, feel free to go and do that. If you're not ready for it, all right, parents, if you're helping your child go through these videos, if they're not ready to stay up, make sure that they're only covering skills, the steps 1, step 2, or step 3. All right, if you're watching this, be responsible. All right, don't fall all over the place breaking anything in your house. All right, make sure that you do it only if you think that you're doing well with it. You have 1 minute to practice a full handstand and go. Parkour challenge, right? Your parkour challenge today is going to be a plank challenge. A plank is where you put your elbows and arms down on the ground and you hold your body off the floor just using your arms and your feet, right? Having good posture with this is great. It's good to have for longevity of the technique. We want to make sure that we can hold it for a long time. All right, so your challenge today is to hold it for 2 full minutes. Now, 2 minutes is a very, very long time, right? If you don't make it for the full 2 minutes, I just want to make sure you're trying as hard as you can. Making sure that you have determination, right? Which is a character trait we worked on yesterday. No matter how hard it gets, all right, keep trying, all right, as much as you can. Don't give up, all right? So, to do a plank, your arms go down, your feet go behind you, and your back stays nice and straight. If you do things like put your head down or put your butt kind of high in the air, we want to make sure that you don't do that. So keep your back straight, arms down, don't touch anything else on your hands or move or lift anything up or lift feet up in the air. You just want to stay here just like this for 2 minutes straight. If you can do that, make sure you let me know. Hope you guys have a great day. Good luck.